Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode, as always, of We Got Next. One of your hosts of the show, Hayes, aka AO Shifty. As always, we appreciate you for rocking with us, listening to us, always focusing on what we end up talking about. Today's another great episode. It's going to be me holding it down for everyone out there. Shout out to Steven for his long streak that he was on so far of doing the quick slants and also being on We Got Next as always. If you were looking at his Twitter over the past couple of days, you noticed he was hitting up Mike Chen, who is, of course, a friend of the show. We're definitely going to have to make sure to get him back on for all the different things that he will be able to talk about. We have a loaded show. We have so many things to just go over. I think the biggest things, of course, is what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried. We got to touch on some things that happen within Solana. So tons to go into. Of course, I'm going to end up bringing up and talking about different things that have been happening, like sports. But without further ado, we'll get into it. So, of course, if you guys have been paying attention, Steven did say that he will be taking a break from the quick slants until the bowl games come around. So we will end up checking that out to see what he ends up doing when it comes to the bowl games. Excited to see what's going to happen with Penn State. Other thing is the spaces. So yes, of course, a lot of you all know this has been 2 weeks in a row with no guests. It was a little bit of a switch. This week we were supposed to have a guest, just didn't work out. So I'm looking forward to end up having somebody, probably not on the show next week because it is like the holidays in America. But I will definitely make sure to get somebody on the show during the new year. So I have a lot of different things that I want to end up touching on, bringing up. I want to bring on different Ethereum projects, bring on more Solana projects. Just super excited for what's going to come at the end of this year, what's going to come at the beginning of the next year. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be here long term. And I'm super hyped for that. Thank you to all the subscribers that end up listening to us, tuning in, whether it's on any of the different streaming platforms. We will also, of course, bring up the King YouTube on what they end up doing because they definitely help us out a lot too. So just getting into everything, let's just talk on Solana to start. Solana did fall to under $12 at one point. That was a big thing that people are not necessarily expecting. So I always have to bring that up. It is currently sitting at $12.09, not too much over it. So just pay attention to what ends up happening with Solana. The other thing I want to end up touching on is DeGods. So we bring up a lot of different Solana stuff. And of course, when we bring up the price, we have to bring up projects. First one is, and I'm looking at the second screen if you guys don't see me looking at you all. First thing is, DeGods is sitting at 399 Solana. Use is sitting at 145 Solana. Two big things with that is there have been like some rumors that Frank is going to take DeGods over to Ethereum. I personally am not mad at that. If they bring it over to Ethereum, that is big money that's going to be there. I have two things I'm looking at. I want to see if Solana can fall to under double digits, because if it falls to under double digits, that's when I probably will end up getting in to DeGods again, and that'll be a big buying point. I have to end up doing this. Sorry, guys. I am going to be doing a bunch of different bets while also trying to focus in on everything. So we'll see how this ends up going. Where is another one? Because that's halftime in that game. That's the Blazers. They're already up. Let's see. We'll talk about this in a second, but I have to end up looking. Damn, all these are crazy. Predators. All right, let's go with the Predators for that one. And then if we end up locking that in, let's lock it in at like $3. And all right, accept whatever. All right, so the Bucks are doing a little bit of a comeback. They're down by 10, so I had to end up putting that in just in case something did crazy happen with that game. Who else? Can I do any other ones? I think I can. Let's just do these two and call it at that. I'm not doing no $50. I'll do $5. Just in case they end up doing it. Okay. So the other thing I want to bring up is Scottie Pippen's shoes. So the Scottie Pippen, I don't know, man. That's another interesting thing out there. If we end up pulling up Scottie Pippen's, because they were sitting at 0.39 Ethereum the other day when I mentioned them. And currently right now they are sitting at 0.31. So they have fallen, which a lot of people were hoping that they would end up falling. They haven't revealed yet. That was another thing. Yeah, the lowest is 0.31 Ethereum. Going into other things that I want to bring up, because it's not just NFTs. For everyone out there in London and England and the UK, you all probably know that King Charles has finally been revealed for some of the banknotes. It was kind of crazy because we were always so used to seeing the Queen on a lot of money, and to see King Charles on it was different. It almost looked like they photoshopped it, because we've always been used to other faces on it. Of course, here we don't have any living people on our dollars and things of that nature. So it was different to see it. Not necessarily a bad thing. Other thing is the Bank of Japan. Please pay attention to that, because they're increasing the yield, and that's something that will be important going forward. Another one is, so there's a bill out there that proposes for Venmo tax reporting at $10,000, because people are using Venmo for businesses and things of that nature. So of course, tax reporting is always something you can't get around taxes. That's always something you're going to have to end up paying. They say the two things in life that are guaranteed: death and taxes. So of course, they're going to figure out a way to do taxes with it. Another thing that I wanted to bring up is YouTube. So I mentioned this earlier, and this will be a great segue as we start to segue into sports. But YouTube has made an agreement with the NFL to do the NFL Sunday Ticket package. If you all remember, that used to be from DirecTV, but wasn't really the greatest thing there. And we've come so far. I remember when you couldn't watch a lot of games unless you had DirecTV. I wasn't getting DirecTV. My family wasn't buying DirecTV. It wasn't one of those things that we felt was worth it. So for people out there to be doing DirecTV now, and we see where it's going to YouTube, they're saying it's going to be $2.5 billion a year. That's a stupid contract. So you're telling me they have Amazon, they have Fox, they have CBS, they have ESPN. They, of course, have, I guess, not necessarily Hulu, but you have to have some sort of agreement with them too. Yeah, the amount of money that the NFL is bringing in is crazy. I know sometimes they had like Yahoo at one point that had a game. Of course, we're going to see others, but this is big. Clearly, YouTube has the money for it, aka Google. So we'll see how that ends up going moving forward. Sam Bankman-Fried will fly to New York after days of courtroom chaos, so he's going to be going there. They said he was kind of treated a little nice when he was there. I'm in the Bahamas. Another thing is the semiconductor maker Micron has announced that they will be reducing 10% of their staff and suspending bonuses. If all of this information I continue to bring to you all each and every week does not spell or utter the words recession, I don't really know what does. And then home sales tumbled more than 7% in November, the 10th straight month of declines. Recession. It was up so much that there was only one way for this to end up going. I don't necessarily care about the daily, like Etsy being up 5%. Okay. Nike being up 12%. They just had earnings. So that's where that goes. Under Armour picks Marriott president Stephanie Linnartz to be new CEO. That's something I always love seeing: women and minorities in different positions when they're qualified. So kudos to them. The person we don't always like to name, aka Jim Cramer, because I really believe that he's a face. But Cramer says he likes certain tech stocks and real estate stocks. Just always remember that he's more so there. I'm talking about Cramer. Kramer's there just to be a face. I am not believing what he says a lot of the time. So you all can take that for for it is worth. We're going to head over to the side that I've been wanting to talk about, and you all probably are wondering what has Hayes been looking at the whole time. So as mentioned, I do a good amount of sports betting, and just looking, well, that's not going to really happen. The Cavs got that one in the bag. So let's just see some of the bets that I put in. I love doing hockey ones. I mentioned that with Steven before on the show, but I really love hockey ones. I had one just like I throw wild card ones out there, like the Bucks and Bulls. The Bucks are losing to the Bulls 101-87 with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left. The Bulls are winning by 6, but it's a close game. I did like the Bucks, Bulls, Pacers, Predators. Predators are winning. Pacers are winning by 21 points in the third. And the Bulls are winning, as I said, but the Bucks are losing by 13. Another one that I had was, that was the same one. Another one I had was Tar Heels to beat Michigan. That happened. Niagara to beat Binghamton. That happened. The Panthers to beat the Devils. They're tied. The Pacers to beat the Celtics. Pacers are winning. I did like some random ass. Oh, they only need one more point. I don't know. One tennis one I did. Wow. The Warriors to cover the spread. Okay, they're covering so far. Cover the spread of 37.5 points. We'll see if that one ends up going through. The Bulls, of course, to win. The Trailblazers to win. And I put down a small amount, not an extreme amount. What was it? Like I would win $25, which would put me at like 75. Another one that I have, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I had, of course, North Carolina, Mercer beating Troy, the Panthers beating the Devils, the Cavs beating the Bucks, the Bulls winning, the Trailblazers winning. That's a small one if that happens. Another one I had, tennis match, and Mercer beating Troy, North Carolina beating Michigan, Georgia Southern beating Ball State. Georgia Southern is losing. So that one's not going to happen. So that doesn't matter. Sixers win, Cavs are going to win. Pacers are winning, but pay attention to the Celtics because it's down by 16. The Nets to win. So that one doesn't really matter anymore. I think, God damn, I lost this one too because Ball State won. I had another one, Georgia Southern to beat Ball State. That one doesn't count anymore. So if the Sixers win, I can win one of $4. But yeah, it looks like L's today. A hell of a lot of L's in this one. So then this is what I ended up doing. So because I can see it more, I'll just place like other random bets. Like that's what I kind of just do throughout the day. So like this one, Pacers, Bulls. I'll go with the Trailblazers. And that one, yes, St. Louis is. Yeah, I'll take that one. The Red Wings are winning. So I'll go with the Red Wings. I'll go with the Canadiens. I'll go with the Predators. And then with these random tennis matches, I normally just go with the ones that I see like one zip to start. Like if they already won a set, I'll go with them and be like, all right, let's just hope for the moon that they're going to end up winning again. Oh, damn. That's one I really needed too. 10. I guess. Can I go with $10? I would want to see. So that means someone else scored. Damn, they're winning 5-3. And I was betting on them a lot. What is that one? I did a lot of bets today. Yeah, so I guess that's that. Today wasn't a great day. Down to like $40 in one of them. But just going to the next thing, fantasy sports. Congratulations to everyone out there that has been doing fantasy football. I had 3 teams go to the playoffs, and I have 1 team that has made it to the next round. In that league, I actually had 2 tight ends. I had Travis Kelce and I had Mark Andrews. Travis Kelce has been balling, as everyone knows. Mark Andrews has not been doing that great. Between like having different quarterbacks playing and different issues, that's kind of what it's been. Plus, people figured Mark Andrews out a little bit, I would say, in terms of you just got to cover him. And then the Ravens offense kind of slows down. If the running back, whoever it's J.K. Dobbins, if it's Gus Edwards, or even Kenyon Drake, one of them, whoever is back there, they normally like to run it. And it used to just go through Mark Andrews. You knew it was going to him, but they had Duvernay at one point. I know they had Jackson and Robinson, Isaiah Likely. There were so many different people that they were passing it to as well, which kind of did affect it. For my sake, damn, I'm pretty sure in a lot of leagues I was choosing the Panthers. So with the Devils doing that, that's a big one too. I don't even know if that one. Can't even choose that one. I can choose that one. Can't even choose the one I want to choose. See, this is what I do all day. I can choose that one, but that doesn't really matter. I guess it'll work for now. We'll go with them. Go with the Trailblazers. They're tied up. The Celtics are coming back. And I think I'll just choose the Celtics for shits and giggles. If I can get that final one in, if y'all can let me, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Which one is covered? The Cavs. I don't care. I really don't care about the Cavs game. Let's see if that went through. Cool. Who knows? I don't know. I really need just one to go through, and then my money is back, and I'll be straight again. But it's been a long season. Let's say that it's been good. I know that I've seen the Chargers have their good moments. I've seen them have their bad moments. I know I've seen the Ravens have their good moments, have their bad moments. Different teams. It really just depends. So good luck to everyone that are in the semifinals. And hopefully you all can get into the finals. Make sure to hit us up, tag us, let us know, because that's been a big thing. And without further ado, we'll get into the picks as we always do. Hopefully, but when the season's over, I'll let everyone know what the scores were, the standings wise, like who did better, Steven or I, in terms of football, and then we'll calculate the scores and everything for the NBA Challenge. First game this week, Jaguars Jets. I don't want to go with the Jets, so I'm going to go with the Jaguars. The Jets just are going in the wrong direction. If the Jaguars can win out, they're in the playoffs. And I have a little bit of confidence in Trevor Lawrence. Secretly, I really want him to throw it straight to Zay Jones like all day. Don't worry about anybody else. Just throw it to Zay Jones and we'll be good. Bills and Bears, I got to go with the homie, the Bills. Steven chose the Jaguars. Steven chose the Bills. Saints, Browns. I don't have any confidence in the Saints at all. I have the Browns. I really think that Deshaun Watson is going to continue to feel it. They're using these games just for next year. This season was a dud for them, overly, but you can't come out and say that. You have to play each game because this is a business. So we'll see how they end up doing going forward. Texans, Titans. I have the Titans. I'm not choosing the Texans. Steven has the Titans. Seahawks and Chiefs. I have the Chiefs. I really did want the Seahawks to do well because Geno was off to a good start. They just gone in the wrong direction as well. And Steven has Chiefs, Giants, Vikings. I have the Vikings in this one. I just have a lot of confidence in Justin Jefferson. I have a lot of confidence in Captain Kirk right now. KJ Osborne has been coming alive. Adam Thielen's another one you got to pay attention to as well. TJ Hawkinson. I don't think there's not enough passes to go around for. That's a lot of players I just named. That's 4. Then Dalvin Cook still has to get his touches. Alexander Madison gets some touches too. Steven has the Giants. I have the Vikings, so we'll see how that game ends up turning out. Bengals, Pats. Steven has the Bengals. Crazy enough, I'm going to say the Patriots. I don't think that'll happen, but I've seen crazier things in the NFL. So I'm going to go with the Pats. Lions and Panthers. Lions, you have to go in that one. Jared Goff has got that team moving. I'm on St. Brown. He's been doing good. Williams is doing good. James Williams starting to feel himself. DJ Chark is doing good too. So they're going in the right direction. A key game I really need is that Falcons-Ravens game. Steven has the Lions, by the way. Falcons-Ravens game. I have the Ravens. Steven has the Ravens. I won't really want to see how that one goes. 49ers and Commanders. As much as I want to choose the Commanders, the 49ers have been shutting people out in that third quarter. And that's kind of been the big one. So I have the 49ers. Steven has the 49ers. Eagles, Cowboys. If Gardner Minshew's back there, I'm going with the Cowboys like all day. If Jalen Hurts is 100%, I'll go with the Eagles, but I'm sticking with the Cowboys for now. Steelers, Raiders. The Raiders are not good. So I'll go with the Steelers. They need to feed the ball to George Pickens because they don't pass it to George Pickens enough. Steven has, of course, the Steelers too. Packers, Dolphins. I have the Dolphins in that one. Do I? I really might be crazy with this one. I'm going to go with the Packers. I have the Packers. Do I have the Packers? Steven has the Dolphins? No, because I'm over here believing too much in Aaron Rodgers. I believe in Tua, Tyreek, and Jalen Waddle. So I'm going to go with the Dolphins. Rams, Broncos. So Steven's comment under this game was, I guess, because you really don't want to have to pick a game like this. But the Rams seem like the best of the two. If Russell Wilson's playing, I will say the Broncos. Okay, so that's the caveat. If Russell Wilson's playing, I will say the Broncos. If Russell Wilson is not playing, we're going with the Rams. Steven has the Rams. Bucks and Cardinals, you got to go with the Bucks. Tom Brady is definitely going to try to make the playoffs. Steven has the Bucks as well. Chargers, Colts. You should know me by now. I always choose Chargers. Steven has the Chargers as well in that one. The next thing I wanted to touch on with all of this, so for people out there in fantasy football world, I do have Justin Herbert as my quarterback. Running backs in that league that I'm in the semifinals, I do have Austin Eckler. I do have Ramondre Stevenson. On my bench, I do have Cordell Patterson. I have Zonovan Knight as well. So I'm trying to figure that out. Wide receivers wise, I have DJ Chark. I have Jerry Jeudy. I have Chris Godwin. I have Zay Jones. Tight ends, I have Mark Andrews and Travis Kelce. Kickers, I've been switching on and off. Defenses, I just picked up the Buccaneers defense because they are playing the Cardinals and they're playing Trace McSorley. They're not even playing Colt McCoy. They're playing Trace McSorley. So the Bucs have no excuse to not find a way to shut down the Cardinals. What you need to do is just cover, damn near have someone over the top. For DeAndre Hopkins, keep someone underneath and someone over the top with DeAndre Hopkins. If you have to, play 9 on the rest of the team, 9 on 11. Just put 2 people on DeAndre Hopkins. Let someone else get it. And then, I said kickers. I've just gone with whoever. I think this week I got rid of Ryan Suckup, and I might have gone with Jason Sanders. I might, because I know those games are going to be high. The Dolphins don't play the greatest defense, so it might just go back and forth. So that's my thoughts on that game. Checking NBA scores, did the Celtics come back? No, Celtics are definitely going to lose this game. The Brooklyn Nets, of course, are going to win. The Raptors probably are going to win. Rockets, who knows? Trailblazers, who knows? Damn, that Bucks game. They're down 5. I don't think they're going to win. But wow, they came back. Those games look good today. Looking at the Bucks game, currently right now it's 109-104. Bulls, Hawks is 87-85. Pacers, Celtics is 103-88. Golden State, they're just getting rocked. It doesn't really matter. Raptors, Knicks, 87-80. Celtics might come back. They're down 13. So we'll see how that game plays out. And the Mavericks and the T-Wolves, 58-56. Trailblazers and the Thunder, 59-57. Philly won. They're playing Detroit. But that's it with those games. Messi, congratulations. Messi, you have completed everything, my friend. You have completed every single mission, every single game you could ever complete within football. So I'm super proud of you for that. You've been humble through a lot of it. You have done a lot. I saw the people at the parade. I saw the people when it came. They even been at your house. They were at your house, homie. Hopefully everyone is safe. Hopefully everyone is good. But those are like the big things that I wanted to end up touching on. Those are the big things I wanted to bring up and talking about. I am looking forward to seeing what happens in 4 years. It's going to be technically a North American World Cup. I've been hearing that it's going to also be 64 teams. So we'll see how that ends up playing out too. I think that's mainly it when it comes to that. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to happen in Canada. It's going to happen in the United States and Mexico. They have different ones around me. I will for sure try to get there. That's in 4 years. So much shit in my life will probably be different in 4 years. 4 years, I'll be in like my mid 30s at that point. So who the hell knows where life is going to be at that point? But we'll see. We'll let you all know. I'll for sure be doing this in 4 years, and hopefully at that point, like a full-time thing. But that's it over there. I also want to say thank you, of course, to everyone that always listens to us. We'll be back next week for the final episode of the year. Yeah, the 28th. We'll be back for another one, and then we'll be bringing it to you guys, of course, again next year. If you ever have comments, questions, thoughts, advice, just let us know. Other thing I want to let everyone know about is Realty Income, BTI, BOO. I probably haven't brought up stocks that I'm getting into recently, but those are the three for this year towards the end. Also, probably within the next couple of days or towards the end, I will do a recap on the different cryptos that I mentioned at the beginning of this year and see how they're performing. So that's something else that we'll end up keeping on the bucket list just to do. It also helps me because I get to track as to how picks are doing that I've brought up, spoken about. And come next year, I'm hoping to end up doing, like, I don't know, put $200 into four. So yeah, that's what I'll do, like $200. So 50 into each. And then each month, we'll see how it goes. If they end up increasing, if they end up decreasing, especially during the current market conditions. So we'll see how that goes. Until next time, I appreciate you all. Thank you. Good luck in fantasy football world. If you're doing fantasy football, good luck. If you're just watching, good luck. If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, husband, wife, that is really fully involved in all of this, because it is a big time of year for like sports, playoffs, everything. Till next time, Hayes, we out.